She was on top of the world. And then, in one moment, it was all ripped away. Becky Lynch, the man, has lost the world championship to AJ Lee, and folks, she is not taking it well. The fallout is massive. The drama is real. And you are not going to miss a single second of what's about to go down. Welcome to Wrestling Stream. Alright, Wrestling Stream Nation, welcome back. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and ring that bell because this is where we break down everything in the world of professional wrestling. And today we have something that has the entire wrestling community talking, debating, and losing their minds on social media. So settle in, because we are breaking all of it down right here, right now. Now let's talk about what has the entire wrestling world buzzing. Becky Lynch, the man. The woman who has carried championships, sold out arenas, and proven time and time again that she is the standard in women's wrestling, walked into what was supposed to be her coronation moment. She was the reigning, defending world champion. The crowd was behind her. The momentum was hers. Every sign pointed to Becky walking out of that arena with that championship still wrapped around her waist. The fans believed it. The analysts believed it. Honestly, even her critics believed it. And then, AJ Lee happened. Let's be crystal clear, AJ Lee is a legend. One of the most talented, most charismatic, most technically gifted competitors to ever lace up a pair of boots. She has been there. She has done that. And she has the receipts to prove it. If you didn't see this coming, you should have, because AJ Lee has always had a way of showing up at the biggest moments and reminding the entire world exactly who she is. That is not a coincidence. That is greatness. But knowing AJ is great doesn't make this any less devastating for Becky fans, and it certainly doesn't make Becky any less furious. Let's break down exactly what went down, because this wasn't just a title change. This was a statement. The match itself was an absolute war from the very first second. Both women brought everything they had: heart, skill, toughness, and pure competitive fire. Becky came in locked in. She was fighting with the heart of a true champion, working her signature submissions, grinding AJ down at every opportunity, refusing to give a single inch of that ring away. The crowd was completely electric. Every near fall had the arena on the edge of their seats. Every exchange was sharper than the last. But AJ Lee, she was crafty. She was calculated. She had a game plan. And she stuck to it no matter what Becky threw at her. Every time Becky thought she had control, AJ found a way to shift the momentum right back. She absorbed everything Becky had. She dug deep into that well of championship experience and ring intelligence that only the very best competitors in this business possess. She refused to stay down. She refused to quit. And she found a way. And when the finish came, when AJ Lee pinned Becky down and that referee's hand hit 3, the arena went absolutely silent for a heartbeat, before exploding into complete chaos. Becky couldn't believe it. You could see it written all over her face. Pure disbelief. Raw heartbreak. And then, almost immediately, the fury began to rise. Because Becky Lynch does not lose gracefully. That is not who she is. She is a fighter to her core. And when she feels wronged, when she feels like something was taken from her, she lets the entire world know about it. Now, some people will say, Becky needs to handle this with more class. I hear that perspective. But here's what you truly have to understand about Becky Lynch as a competitor and as a person. Becky has built her entire identity around being the man. Around never backing down from anyone or anything. Around clawing and fighting and earning absolutely everything she has in this business. Nothing was handed to her. She scratched for every opportunity. She bled for every championship. So when a world title is ripped away from her, it doesn't just sting. It doesn't just hurt. It ignites something deep inside her that very few people in this world are capable of understanding. She feels that match was hers. That she had AJ beaten. That something, whether it was circumstance, a split-second mistake, a moment of misfortune, or maybe something far more suspicious, cost her what should have rightfully been hers to keep. And when Becky gets furious, truly, deeply furious, history has shown us over and over again that that is when she becomes her most dangerous version. That is when the man stops being just a nickname and starts being a warning. This is not the end of Becky Lynch's championship story. Not even close. This is the beginning of a brand new chapter. And if you know anything about the man, you already know she is going to come back harder, hungrier, louder, and more relentless than she has ever been before. Okay. Here's the part you've been waiting for. What happens next? Where does this story go from here? Let's get into it. Scenario 1. The immediate rematch. If Becky has a rematch clause in her contract, and champions almost always do, you have to believe she is invoking it immediately. There is no waiting. There is no taking time to breathe and reset. She wants AJ Lee back in that ring. She wants her championship back. And she wants it now. This is the most straightforward path forward, and honestly, a straight rematch between these two with this much emotion and heat behind it could be absolutely incredible. Scenario 2. A slow burn rivalry. Now this is the option that could give us something truly special for the long haul. What if this feud is allowed to breathe? What if creative lets Becky chase AJ for weeks, maybe even months, with the tension and the anger building every single week until it reaches an absolute boiling point? Think about what that looks like. Becky on the microphone every week, more fired up than the last, cutting promos that burn through your screen. AJ Lee responding with that signature brilliance and that wicked smile. The war of words between these two women could honestly be just as entertaining as the matches themselves. This slow burn approach could give us a rivalry for the ages. Scenario 3. Becky goes full heel. Here is where things get really spicy. What if Becky's fury takes her somewhere genuinely dark? What if the frustration of losing this championship, the anger, the embarrassment, the feeling of being robbed, causes her to snap in a way we have not seen before? A full heel turn for Becky Lynch in this exact moment could be one of the most electric things to happen in women's wrestling in a very long time. The crowd would boo her, but deep down, they would absolutely love every single second of it. Because when Becky Lynch commits to something, she commits all the way. And a villainous Becky on a mission. That is appointment television. Scenario 4. A conspiracy gets revealed. And here is the wild card. What if the story is not over in the way we think? What if someone helped AJ Lee win that championship, and the truth gets blown wide open in the coming weeks? A backstage conspiracy, an unlikely alliance, a shocking betrayal. Any one of those revelations would completely flip this entire story upside down and add a layer of depth that would keep fans glued to their screens for months. And it would give Becky not just a reason to be angry, but a specific target for that anger. Whichever direction this story takes, I am fully, completely, 100% here for every single moment of it. Because this is the kind of storytelling that reminds us why we fell in love with professional wrestling in the first place. Before we close out, let's give AJ Lee the credit she is absolutely due, because in all the excitement around Becky's fury, we cannot overlook the magnitude of what AJ just accomplished. AJ Lee is a generational talent in every sense of that phrase. She paved the way for countless women in this industry at a time when the door wasn't always wide open. Her ability to connect with a crowd, whether they are cheering for her or booing her out of the building, is truly one of a kind. She is technically sound, she is creative in the ring, she is magnetic on the microphone, and she has the kind of natural star power that you simply cannot teach. You either have it or you don't. And AJ Lee has always had it in abundance. Winning this world championship is not a fluke. It is not luck. It is the direct result of years of hard work, sacrifice, resilience, and an unshakable belief in herself even during the moments when the rest of the world doubted her. She seized her opportunity with both hands and she did not let go. AJ Lee is your new world champion, and she has absolutely, without question, earned it. The real question, the one that every single wrestling fan is asking right now, is how long can she hold on to it, when the man is coming for her with everything she has got? And that, Wrestling Stream Nation, is exactly where we stand tonight. Becky Lynch is furious. AJ Lee is your world champion. And the wrestling world is completely and utterly on fire. This story is just getting started. And we will be right here on Wrestling Stream covering every twist, every turn, every shocking development, and every jaw-dropping moment as it all unfolds in real time. If you haven't already, subscribe to Wrestling Stream right now and never miss a single video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's breakdown. And drop your thoughts in the comments below because I genuinely want to hear from you. Who do you think wins the rematch? Do you think Becky turns heel? Is there a conspiracy brewing behind AJ's championship win? Let's talk about it. The comment section is yours. Until next time, stay passionate, stay loud, and never ever stop loving this sport. I'm your host, and this is Wrestling Stream.